speak to you a little bit about my medical mission experiences. Many of you are already missionaries, and we appreciate that. I started in 1995 with this group in Austin. At that time, I think we've changed the name 3 times. We've now become St. Francis Medical Missionaries. I was on the second missionary team in 95. I believe it started in 94. We had about 11 missionaries on that team. It was a very, very rewarding experience. Many of you have experienced that yourselves. I became infected on that mission. Not infected in the way that you might think, not a disease, but let's just say infected by the Holy Spirit. I've probably been on about 35 medical missions now since 1995. And those of you who have been on our missions understand what I'm talking about. It gets in your blood, you're infected, you really just can't stop. I made postcards about this. This is a woman, you can't really see it right here, but her arms are spread out like this. This was in Mexico. I think it was in El Tunal. Remember El Tunal? And she invited me to come to her house after I worked on her. I said, you'll have to wait a while, because we have thousands of people that are there. So at the end of the day, I went. She waited for me patiently, and went to her house, and she outstretched her arms and said, "Mi casa es su casa." An affirmation of services. This is just something I say to myself, and you guys can steal it if you like. I choose to carry out my day as if it's my last. I will give freely and unconditionally that which I can. I will provide service to one or more persons, with or without their knowledge. Thought coupled with action equals change. Therefore, as I think and act, I can and will create the positive changes in my community and world. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve humanity today. One year we were in Honduras, and we had Mass after the day, as we normally do. And the priest asked the parishioners and the missionaries to speak if they would like to. And this story sticks with me for many years. And this woman from Honduras said to us, I have been taught my entire life that different groups of people hate each other, that the Mexicans hate the Hondurans, that the Americans hate the Mexicans. We had a very mixed group, Hispanics from Texas, Anglos. So we had a nice group of women doctors, male doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, pharmacists. And she got up and spoke in church and said, everything I've been taught my entire life is wrong. I see by you being here, all you people being here, that everything is wrong. And that's a very important moment because, we could have sent down $10,000 to that town and said it was from us here in Austin. Wouldn't have meant as much as when we actually showed up face to face. And so that was a life-changing moment for me to realize that we need to do more in terms of serving, not just giving money. So I encourage all of you to find your way to serve, whether that's actually coming on our medical mission. I know this is going to be your first mission. We welcome you for that. And the team will probably keep growing. Not everyone will be able to go on a mission. A lot of people say to me, what can I do? I'm not a healthcare provider. St. Francis says, it's in the giving that we receive, right? So I think it's appropriate that we have our name St. Francis now, because we are a giving team, not only in the money, but in the way we serve people each and every day. There's a phrase that I learned by a Nahuatl Indian. His name is Rudy, and he builds stoves out of a little cement, a little mud, a little grass. And at that time that we met him, he could build a stove for $20 to put in someone's hut. The Nahuatl indigenous in Mexico, a lot of them are dying because of smoke inhalation problems. For $20, we could really do some things to help Rudy change some lives. And he taught me a phrase that I try and remember. It's called Amoshima Maui. Please do not be afraid. A lot of people are handicapped by fear. They don't want to go on the mission because they think we're going to be in a dangerous area. They're afraid they don't or can't help because they have no medical knowledge. We need translators.
We need people to drive. We need people to sort pharmacy. You can go out in your own community and build a house. There's many, many things that can be done. I know many of you already do that. For those of us who maybe are afraid right now, or even going on this next mission to Colombia, a lot of my patients are saying, why do you want to go there? Isn't that dangerous? And I say, Amushima Maui. I'm not afraid. I'd like just to encourage you to do as much as you can, and just throughout life, just Amushima Maui. Do not be afraid. I'll leave you with a quote from John Wesley. John Wesley is the guy that started the Methodist Church. He said, do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can. That's forever, for everyone. Thank you.